Well, hello everyone. I am trying something a little new here. If you haven't heard, I'm going to, in the future, start selling my unique, quirky, one-of-a-kind portraits. I have set up an Instagram account called ZZ Gator. That is ZZZ_Gator. And all the details will be put there sometime in the near future. So just trying to kind of hype it up right now, build excitement. I'm definitely looking forward to this new chapter, so I hope you support me in it as well. Anyways, I thought it'd be fun. I'm going to be working on a piece today that is a commission that someone had asked me to do a while ago, and you know, just because the world went a little cuckoo, I hadn't really gotten around to it, but I thought today is a good day, the sun is shining, and it's a fun one. But before I do that, I do want to show you some of my past portraits that I've done. All of these are going out to these specific people soon, but this one is one that I did of my friend Christy. And let's see here, who else do I have? Oh, this is a good one. So I love Amy Sedaris, and I love the show At Home with Amy Sedaris. So I decided to paint one of the characters from the program. Patty Hogg is her name. So here she is with her little Snooper Trooper vest on. If you're a fan of the show, you may recognize her. The wonderful thing about this painting is that Amy saw it and actually commented how much that she loved it. So that just made, well, it might have made my whole 2020, to be honest with you. This one I did of Elvira, and you know, who doesn't love Elvira? I did this sort of strange polka dot thing. I was just trying something different, but I love how she turns out. I think she kind of looks like a Bratz doll, but I think I like it. This is of my friend Margot Potter. This was actually, I think this was like the first one I've ever done, and I've been meaning to get this to Margot. Margot, I promise it is coming your way. Yeah, I really love this one. If you don't know Margot, definitely check her out on Facebook at Margot Potter. She hosts something called the Lady Party every Friday on her Facebook page. And I was a guest, so look for that too. We have my friend Sarah here, which I have to admit, this is also one of my favorites. I love doing portraits when people, you know, when there's accessories or they just have like a quirky look to them. And I just love this photo of Sarah. Her hair was like blowing in the wind, and anyways, she loves pink. It's just perfect. And then this last one is of my friend Angela, who is just so beautiful and has the most gorgeous hair. Anyways, so that's Angela. All right, let me get these out of the way, because otherwise I'll end up getting paint all over them. So, now, most people want themselves, like they want a picture of themselves or their pets. Yes, I'll be doing pets as well. So, you know, if you want your pet, paint it. Your cat, your dog, your alligator, I'll do it. Most people want themselves, or like a friend, or their pet. But my friend Holly, she has a very special request, and that is she wants Anne Ramsey painted. Now, I don't know if you know who Anne Ramsey is off the top of your head. I mean, I think most people do, but Anne Ramsey, you know, starred in The Goonies. Don't throw Mama from the train. Anyways, here she is in all her glory, Miss Anne Ramsey. So this is today's subject matter. I always like to start with a photo of whoever or whatever I'm painting. It kind of just helps me, you know, a general guideline. And then I like to select all my colors that I think I'm gonna use. However, I typically end up throwing a few more things in, so I just keep my whole paint stash nearby, which I gotta show you my paint stash because it's a little bit laughable. The organization is terrible. I always I reorganize it and then it's, well, you'll see it in a minute. If anybody knows any great products for paint storage, please let me know in the comments because I would absolutely love to have some better paint storage going forward. All right, I'm going to show you when I lower the camera, so hang on here. But for Anne, I just started picking colors from the arsenal, and so for her hair, I'm using, a brown color. This is by Folk Art. It's a satin acrylic paint, and also just with highlights, I thought maybe a little of this cinnamon color would be nice, also by Folk Art. For Anne's face, I'm using Martha Stewart Crafts. It's a multi-surface satin acrylic paint as well, and this is called Porcelain Doll. Anne's, if I remember correctly, she's always a little red in the face, so we're gonna have to do something about that as well. I got a great pink for her bathrobe here, and I don't know if you can tell, but she has sort of a white shirt underneath, there's yellow and purple flowers. So I'm using these apple barrel acrylic paints. And then of course, just a pure black for her eyes and sort of the darker areas. And vintage white for her shirt. All right. I'm gonna lower you down here. A couple of things may happen during this video. My dog may bark. You might be hearing my air conditioner in the background. It's a gazillion degrees here today, so I can't turn the air off because I gotta stay pretty for you all. You can't be, seeing me sweat up a storm here. All right, I'm gonna lower you down. I don't know how much I'm gonna talk during this, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to lower you and show you the paint. Oh, excuse my finger there. All right, I think you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. All right, let me show you my paint situation I was talking about. This is so embarrassing. So my paint lives in here. Isn't this nice? And I swear that I organized it and then it just ends up a mess. But anyways, I'm so grateful to have all these paints. It gives me lots to choose from. It'd probably be easier if I could see what was in here. I already did a base coat on the canvas just for purposes of this video. I like to mix it up. I've been doing, I don't know if you saw, I did a video about balloon painting recently. I created a jump rope video with that where I'm literally doing a background using a balloon, which is really cool. And so I have another portrait that I'm gonna be working on that has a balloon background. Typically I just pick a few colors and just kind of go for it. I like to work fast, honestly. That's one of these things about these portraits is that I like this size because I just like to work fast. All right, well, I'm gonna get started and yeah, hope you enjoy. This one that is already open. here so you can see her, maybe. I don't know. Where do I gotta go? All right. So I'm just going to start with the basic outline of Anne's face. I really don't think too much about these when I'm doing them. I just sort of, I kind of just go for it. I will say this is the first time I've ever done this with an audience, quote unquote, so that's a little strange for me right now, but I'm just gonna keep going for it. Also, there really is no wrong. At least I don't find there's a wrong if I start to. Usually, if I think something goes wrong, there's no stopping, so I just continue, and then I end up usually really liking it. But these paintings always reach a point where I'm like, oh, this is no good. They also always reach a point where I just find myself laughing. Because, I mean, they're sort of like caricatures of people. So, you know, I don't do realism by any means. And recently I sort of, with the help of my friends and just through my own journey, have realized that like my art is considered outsider art, and I never really knew where I fit in before. But now knowing that term, I don't know, it just makes me feel really good because I'm like, oh, this is kind of where you fit in the art world. Anyways, not that I love labels, but hopefully you hear what I'm saying. All right, so we got Anne's face basically here. I know you guys are like, what? But trust me, that's how this starts. There we got Anne. Okay, great. All right, let's do her hair. I tend to use a lot of brushes. Just got like this part right here. So we're gonna do this for now. And then we're gonna do this. Just so you can see, there is sort of this part right there in her hair. All right. Feels so good to be painting. As you all, most of you know, I've been busy doing various projects during the quarantine. I've been creating a lot of jump rope videos. If you don't know what jump rope is, it is an app. It's perfect for creators. It's a video making app for how-tos, for all kinds of how-tos. So if there's a project you're looking for, it's probably on jump rope. It's a super user-friendly app. It once you make a video, once you make a video and you upload the video, then it formats it for every single platform out there for you. So it formats it for YouTube, for Facebook, for Instagram, for TikTok, for your website, if you have a website. It's really, really incredible. So if you don't have the Jump Rope app, or you've never seen the Jump Rope app, I highly recommend checking it out. I've been posting a lot of Jump Rope videos. You can just search my page or my Instagram to see those. It'll kind of give you an idea what it's all about. Anyways, this is truly the first time that I've really done sort of these portrait paintings in quite some time. So I'm glad you're all here with me right now. All right. All right, we're kind of getting there. So the great thing is that as an artist, you have artistic license. So if something's not exactly the same, that's all right. And if you make a mistake, you just say artistic license. Got a few stragglies over here. All right. If you're a drinker, every time I say all right, take a shot. I guarantee you'll be drunk by the end of this. I know a lot of you have been crafting during the quarantine. I'd love to hear what you've been up to in the comments. Or, feel free to share pictures there as well. I would love to see them. All right, so we're gonna go in now with this cinnamon color. And she's got just a little bit of highlight here. And just a little bit going on over here. Maybe it's a little that. And she definitely has some over here. That's a little bit lower. And a few random streaks here. So one thing I love is, I definitely love some of the base color to show. It's just my particular style, especially on the face. I think like probably for Anne's wrinkles here, like I'll probably try to mimic that by leaving that space unpainted so the yellow will shine through, but we'll see. We got a little of her skin tone in her hair. Honestly, it doesn't even bother me. Her hair kind of goes out over here on the side. Something back here. I'm liking that. Add a little more here. Once again, Anne, and, you know, Anne's hair-ish. All right, so now that we have that, I'm gonna move on to her bathrobe. So we're gonna use pink, and, you know, this pink is a little brighter than what Anne has on, but artistic license. Excuse me while I have a little iced tea. I love iced tea. My grandma used to drink iced tea all the time, and I don't know. I love the way it tastes. I don't put anything in it. I don't sweeten it. Reminds me of my grandma, and I drink it a lot. I also don't drink soda. I used to drink soda. Drink Coca-Cola all the time. I would wake up and have Coca-Cola for breakfast. I don't recommend anyone has Coca-Cola for breakfast. So I quit drinking soda a long time ago, and but I do drink coffee and I drink tea, and that's where I get my caffeine from. Okay, so Anne is showing a little bit of skin here. So we're going to just kind of do this little thing right here. All right, that's good for now. Sorry, it's kind of upside down for you, but I think you get the idea. Maybe I'll change it in the future. Okay, so Anne's hair is a little bit over her shoulder. We're just gonna do something like that. Artistic license, and bathrobe is here. Goes off the thing. Okay, great. And then we're going to add a little bit of detail from her bathrobe, which kind of does this. Right, that's a little off. So once again, you know, artistic license. I think we can do this though. So I'm not sure why, but this little part of her robe and what I just did here is reminding me of the IKEA monkey. I don't know if you guys remember the IKEA monkey, but he had that coat on that sort of had that big collar like this. And just so you guys know, the IKEA monkey is literally like one of my favorite things in the entire world. The IKEA monkey just brings me so much joy. If I'm having a sad day, I will search hashtag IKEA monkey. It's just, the IKEA monkey is my favorite thing. I honestly think I should get an IKEA monkey tattoo. Okay, back to Anne. All right. Trying to make a decision about her robe here. Now we're going to do sort of the inner portion here, which is of her shirt. Kind of just fill it in. I may or may not go back over this with another coat, just depends on how I'm feeling. I typically like to I don't know how to say this, but I like to, sort of create a variation, just leaving the background color. In some way, I feel like it tricks our eye a little bit. I'm not sure, it's just a style that I really like, which is basically how all of my portraits are done. Notice that this video is already at 30 minutes. I don't know how long you guys want to watch me for. But if you get bored, feel free to fast forward to the end. I won't take it personally. But I will. I don't know, something's going on here. We're not sure. There's an area here that's like a little darker, and I can't tell if it's her hair or if it's a shadow, so we're just gonna do a little more of this. This kind of needs to do this a little bit now too. I think she just maybe woke up in this scene, I'm not really sure. We definitely have her hair a little disheveled. All right. So, before we get to her face, I'm going to I think I'm gonna add lines. There's lines on her bathrobe. So I could go about this a couple ways. I was thinking about sort of just filling it in and then doing lines in a different color. But I think instead what I'm gonna do is kind of just draw lines with this and have the undercolor shine through. And if I don't like it, I can always just paint the whole thing pink. All right, so first of all, there's like this weird line that's like right here. And then we're just gonna start making lines. So where that weird line is, lines that come like this, this, this. Definitely want to take a minute and just thank all of you for watching and just your general support. Some of you have been following my art journey for quite some time now, and I just want you to know that, oh gosh, I get so emotional, I'm about to cry. My friends know this about me, but I'm a very emotional person. But anyways, I just want to say thanks, because a lot of you have been around for a long time. You've been very supportive of me and my art journey. So thank you for that. I truly appreciate it. All right, so we're still just adding lines here. I don't know if I'm convinced yet, but we're gonna keep going. There's a little, like, something's happening here that's like a little division where, I think it's her arm, kind of. Throw that in there. A little bit of artistic license once again. And we're going to do sort of the same thing on this side. As you can tell, I really just go for it. There are no mistakes. Art is subjective. There is no bad art. All right, I'm feeling it. Miss Ann's looking pretty good here. Really hope Holly likes this. I just made that up. I'm digging it. And artistic Anne. Okay. So, I need some white. Apple barrel. White. I'm gonna grab a new brush because that's how I roll. So there's some just highlights, so we're just gonna do some highlights. And there's one on her shoulder. Definitely one in this area. Okay. And one here. Something like that. All right. So it is now time for Anne's face. Which I do typically save for last. I don't know why I save the face for last. I just do. I guess it probably is the most intimidating part. But you really just gotta go for it. So I'm gonna start with her nose. It has this thing. And definitely it's a little more bulbous here. And then all right, there we go. She's, she definitely has herself a prominent nose there. And then we're going to go to her lips, which I think we'll use a different pink. Not magenta. Ooh, pink. All right. Hey, I said all right. I think I said it. I keep saying it. So once again, if you're drinking at home and you hear the word all right, go ahead and have a drink. If somebody could tell me how many shots they've had already, I'm sure that number is high. All right. Anne's got, she's got a little mouth. Give her a little mouth. All right. And the inside of her mouth is very dark here. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack on an eyebrow or two right now first. So she's got her little bulbous there, and her eyebrows are kind of prominent, and they kind of just taper off. Truthfully, I can't even tell if she has an eyebrow on this other one. Well, Anne, you're getting an eyebrow even if you don't have one. I don't know. That thing that's way weird, that kind of looks like an eyebrow, but it could also be a wrinkle. It is slightly hard to tell. So we're just going to do this. I know what you guys are thinking. This looks crazy. And you're right, it does. But this is how they always look, and then it comes together. Okay. Right now, she kind of looks like a Lego person because of the yellow underneath. She has very dark eyes, very dark eyes. All right, for now we're gonna go with that. And now we're gonna start adding on some of these wrinkles because, yeah, she has a few of them, we shall say. I don't know how long Facebook videos can be, or Instagram videos for that matter, so this may have to be in 2 parts. right. So, down here. Now we're going to fill in her face, sort of. Definitely going to add another color. So I'm going to keep those original wrinkle lines. Sort of separate it from the rest of, because it's the same color. I always think this is like sort of the most magical part of the process, the filling in here. Because I think it just gives, like it instantly just kind of starts to make sense. And gives the character a lot more character. Once my shop is active and you're able to purchase these portraits, I will be doing more of these types of videos as well. Just painting and talking, and so let me know what you are thinking. If you're enjoying this, if you enjoy me. I love her. Seeing it come together. This is totally related. It has nothing to do with Anne, and really has nothing to do with this time, except for, you know, I guess it could be Christmas in July. But I've had this idea for a couple years, and I don't know how anybody would feel about it, but I'm friends with so many creative people. So many of you are just so talented, and I really would love to do a Christmas tree this year that had handmade ornaments just created by a lot of different people. And I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, but it's certainly just an idea of mine that I've had, and I just think it could be really cool, you know, if everyone maybe made an ornament and you know, then I was able to decorate a tree, a Treetopia tree, of course, with all those handmade ornaments. I've kind of been wanting to put up a tree for Christmas in July. I don't know. There's just, you know, there's so much going on in the world, as we all are aware, and I just thought it might kind of lift my spirits. Alright, so I'm going to fill in a little bit more to certain places because it just needs it. Everyone has always asked me, like, how do you know when it's done? Oh, there's my dog. And the answer is, it's done. It's done when I feel it's done. I just get to a point where I'm like, yep, that's it, that's her, it's done. He's on a neighborhood watch in the other room, it sounds like. You know, I'm sure a lot of you can relate. All right. All right. I don't know, can you see her? She's kind of coming together. So now's the point. I just kind of just add. I just continue adding until I feel like she's done. So I'm gonna add a little more color to her face. I'm definitely going to add a little bit more detail to her shirt. Yeah. All right, friends. Well, this video is almost an hour long, so I'm gonna cut it off here. I'm gonna finish Anne up, and I will share the finished product as well as this video. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah. Stay tuned. Oh, and be sure, please, to follow ZZZ underscore Gator on Instagram. I really appreciate it. And as soon as this thing gets off the ground, you will be one of the first people to know. So, all right, guys. Peace out. Take care of yourselves. Be safe.